Hi, welcome to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Before we start with this week's show, just want to highlight a couple of changes. With the fantastic summer weather that we got here, you're going to realise the Lifestyle Show is going to be a lot more outdoorsy. And as well as that, we're now going to be filming on a Monday. Yep, that's right. The Lifestyle Show will be coming to you live on a Monday from now on 5 till 7, and Friday is going to be the repeat show. That means we're going to be all over the place, enjoying the great weather, weather permitting that is, but we are going to be a bit more outdoor at the moment. We're going to be in different locations, so be on your best guard, because when you're out for a chill after work, you may be on the Lifestyle Show, with permission of course. But that's the vibe that we're going with at the moment. So from now on, 5 till 7 on a Monday is going to be the main show. Friday, 10 till 12 will now be the replay. Again, you are familiar that we're going to be on Facebook, so we're just trying to be a bit more interactive with you guys. YouTube is pending. That's one of the key features of this. Sadly, Pam will be back, just on a bit of a break at the moment. And this week, we just decided we're going to catch up on a lot of shows that, while the Lifestyle Show was actually on a break, we were still busy catching interviews and catching the latest going on. So that's what this show is going to be dedicated to, focusing on the stuff that happened while you didn't see us, but we were still hard at work. Don't think we ever take it easy. We're always a bit hard at work, just not visually there with you guys. So what we're going to do now is kick off with a very important message. Some of you may have realised sometime last year I had Dr. Fenton for an interview telling us about the stroke. Well, shortly after that, there was a survey that was going out. Hopefully some of you were able to take part in it. It was an online survey to find out what there was and what you have learned from the stroke campaign. So what I've done now is I had a chance to catch up with a nurse from the King's College by the name of Stephanie Drysdale, and she's going to give us the feedback of the survey that was taking place. Enjoy.
When a stroke strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain. If you spot any single one of these signs, think and act fast. F. Face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile? A. Arms. Can they raise both arms and keep them there? S. Speech. Is their speech slurred? T. Time. It's time to call 999 if you see any one of these signs. Act fast, make the call, dial 999. Search Act Fast.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Jordan here for the Lifestyle Show on Ben TV. As some of you know, we've already spoken about the FAST campaign, and I had the opportunity to have an interview to find out more of what exactly FAST stands for. Since then, there's actually been an online campaign which you, the Ben TV viewers, actually took part in to give a result for us to find out who exactly has taken on board FAST, what has the results found. So right now, I'm going to be joined by Stephanie Drysdale, a nurse at the King's College Hospital who's worked in the stroke unit for the past 8 years, who's going to give us the results of that survey and what more information could be passed on and how we could spread the word even further. Hi Stephanie, how are you doing today?
I'm alright, thank you.
Great stuff. So recently, Public Health England have carried out a survey based on the campaign, the FAST campaign that they've currently got going. It's been taking place within the Black and Asian medias. What are the results from the survey that have come about?
So the survey came about basically in conjunction with the Act Fast campaign. It was basically to check the knowledge of our Black and Asian community about stroke. This was done with about 780 participants, all above the age of 16. What the survey actually found was that women were more informed about stroke. They know what the FAST stands for. They know that there are medical treatment as well. Slight variation in terms of the Black community, the women knew more, but in terms of the men, they knew less. So they don't know about how to recognize the signs, and they don't know the treatment for it in terms of
Right now I'm in a predicament because I want to prove as a man that I do know what it means, but my next question was to you, what does FAST stand for?
So FAST stands for the face, is the face drooping to one side. The arm is the arm able to lift above and hold it there. Speech is the speech slurring, or are they behaving confused? And time is to call 999. Again, time is very important. I always emphasize the point of saying time. So the quicker you get to hospital is the quicker you save the brain and prevent disability, long-term disability, or even death. And at that time, we can also administer emergency treatment as well.
Right. Again, you are working actually within a stroke unit within the hospital, so this is something that you're very familiar with on a day-to-day basis. Again, when you talk of the time saving, is it like the minute they've noticed any of those symptoms, they should instantly call 999.
The minute they notice any single one of those signs, it's time to call 999. Don't wait for all of the symptoms, which, as I said, the face drooping. It could be a slight drooping of the face. Don't wait for the arm to start going weak, or any speech disturbance, any speech, anything at all, any slight difference, it's time to call 999. As I said, the quicker you get there is the quicker you get treatment. As we always say, time is brain. So for example, in A&E, we have a time specific where the patient comes in through A&E. We have a gold standard that we try to gain, which is like 15 minutes from the time you enter the door to the time you have a CT scan to the time you get the treatment. So that is how important time is compared to the in A&E as well, and for us in the hospital.
Right, so it's very important. So when you mentioned the situation of the impact that it has on the families and whatnot, is there any examples you can give us of that you've seen within your time within the hospital of the differences of coming in early and or when they've left it too long?
So what part of my role is administering this treatment when the patient comes through A&E. When the patients come in, as I said, they have really weakness on the arm and on the leg, and those are the symptoms. Once we've administered that drug, within a few minutes, then you can see changes as well. So that is how vital it is to get that drug in as quick as possible. If they don't come in quite quickly, then we see patients going into nursing home, long-term disability, where they're quite dependent on people for their daily activities of living. So again, as I said, it's coming in on time, so you increase the chances that you have of going back out independent as well. Within the hospital, because I work in South London, where we have quite a high number of Black and Asian, so the admissions rate for Black and Asian within that community is quite high, and you can always tell what they're coming in with as well, and the risk factors are always there as well.
Right, I can imagine. So that it really does prove that there is a high number within our community. You've witnessed, this is first-hand experience, it has been witnessed, that the time difference as well as the demographics of who are actually at risk of a stroke, it's clearly evident from what you've been showing us.
It is.
And again, you said it, where once it's administered, you've actually seen people walk out.
Yeah. We also have so it's not only administering a drug. There with stroke, there is new research and new interventions where we have thrombolysis that has been around for years, but now we have thrombectomy, which is a clot removal. Again, it's about the time that you get in so that we can remove that clot. With thrombectomy, that increases your risk of less disability as well. So there is so many treatments and new up-to-date treatment that is around from research that we know of that can save and prevent long-term disability and death.
It's amazing to know that this is out there, and just by reacting in time, it makes such a huge difference, doesn't it?
It makes imagine a 40-year-old coming in with a stroke, and if they don't come in on time, the disability for that person is long-term, because even if they're able to survive after the stroke, having a long-term disability where they're constantly dependent on people for their daily activities, walking, washing, even the mere brushing of the teeth. So again, I can say the importance of time to get in, time to call 999.
Indeed. Even down to communication, isn't it, as well? Just once, if this is not caught in time, there's just trying to communicate with someone to express what help you do need is a difficulty.
And you can tell the frustration of that as well. And it's not only communication. We tend to kind of sway away from cognitive impairment, meaning someone can not be able to complete their finances. So those are the impact it has on the person as well.
Yeah.
So it's not only speech weakness or anything. There's other things that we don't see obvious, like cognitive impairment, that is also part of it.
Yes. I mean, I'm aware a stroke can happen to anyone. Is there a specific age group that are more likely to catch a stroke?
So in terms of the evidence, it says older people are more at risk, but for recent years we've seen that there's quite a significant increase in younger people as well. This has to do with our lifestyle, because stroke is preventable, but it's based on our lifestyle, our hereditary risk factors, like for us who is Black, Afro-Caribbean, we are at risk already. And then we have our diet as well, which has a high sodium intake, and we have quite a lot of fatty intake as well. So that also increases our risk. We have high numbers of obesity, which increases our risk as well. And we have diabetes and cholesterol. We also have a high number of sickle cell within our Black and Asian community, so that as well increases our risk of having stroke.
Right, so I just want to break down the elements of fast once again, just so everyone really can appreciate it. The F being the face, any
facial weakness, any slurring facial droop to one side. Arms are the relatives able to lift the arm and hold it there without any drifting at all. Speech, is there any slurring of the speech, any confusion state, any slight difference in the speech, and time to call 999. Again, as I said, sometimes with our older population, we tend to think we're actually feeling tired. I've got a bit of weakness, but I've been lifting load or something like that. Do not wait to say, okay, I'll rest it off, because by the time you wake up, it is that you're having a stroke. So any slight changes, any difference at all, and even if once you know you've got risk factors as well, that increases your risk, and know that actually it could be stroke. So going to A&E is better to rule out than rule in. So time is very important to call.
Sure, thank you. Looking at that again on the time element and focusing on the older generation, sometimes I'm aware that they don't want to appear that they're wasting anyone's time, or sometimes people are scared of medication or whatnot. So once they have that hesitation, what checks are then taken out for them to know whether they are actually going through a stroke or not?
Again, as I said, it's any single sign, so you can't be absolutely positive, but once you're displaying any of the signs at all, it's better to rule out than rule in. We already know that there are some symptoms that will mimic the symptoms of a stroke. So you come into A&E won't be that you're bothering A&E or wasting time, but it's actually ruling out that you haven't got a stroke, which would be a good thing, rather than ruling in that I've got a stroke.
Yeah.
So that is the importance of
Yes. As my granddad's always told me, prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
So yes, I think that's quite fitting for that one. No, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Right, I would just like to thank Stephanie once again for her time in passing on the information that's been discovered from the survey. Ladies, I have to talk to you directly on this one. Please spread the word to the men. We could save lives, we could save an impact of a family right now just by realising any of those symptoms within FAST. The face, the arms, the speech, the time. Don't put it on tiredness. Go and get it checked out. This can save a family. I'm going to put it down to a family, not just a person's life, the impact on the entire family. So once again, visit Public Health England. The link is there. Just type in the FAST campaign. Find out any more information. This could save a life and a family's impact, the impact on a family. So once again, do check it out. You can save a life. FAST. Anthony Jordan, signing out. Right, once again, guys, I've said it in the feature and I'm going to say it again. FAST, face, arms, speech, time. It is so important. Please spread the word. It changes so much. It has such an impact that you can't appreciate it. I do encourage everyone to pay attention to that. And thank you once again to Public Health England, to Stephanie for her time, and all involved in the project. It can save lives. It can change the way of life. So once again, do spread the word and check it out. And do check out the NHS page with the link that was featured below. We're off to a break. Catch you soon.
Soul Motion presents legendary soul superstar Barbara Mason live in concert. The legend that is Barbara Mason at the Jazz Cafe Camden on Sunday the 22nd of July. And now added Monday, July 23rd due to popular demand. With over 5 decades of hits, Barbara Mason performs her catalogue of classics. Tickets are available now from thejazzcafelondon.com, ticketmaster.co.uk and usual outlets. Don't miss Barbara Mason live.
Super Jam in association with Hilary and Son presents Wakanda, the African African Wear Summer Party, Saturday the 21st of July at the Royal Lounge, 397 High Road, Wembley, Middlesex, HA9 6AA. Your cultural selectors, Daddy Ernie, Senator B, Fifth Avenue, and special guests Gaffer Blue and the Fat Man Sound. Doors open at 11 through till 5 a.m. and your culture wear tickets are £15. More on the door. Tickets from South London with coach from the White Light Diva on 07908 297 289 £25. Sponsored by VibesFM.net, Tamaray Designs and DaddyErnie.com. For more information, call 07572 734 584.
Mikey Coos, authentic real music, and independent people present I'm in a Dancing Mood 2019, the Jamaica edition, celebrating the annual birthday affair of Mikey Coos, aka The Boss, an all-inclusive party holiday, flying to Montego Bay on Friday 18th of October 2019 for 7 or 10 nights, and staying at the 5-star Grand Bahia Principe, featuring a full itinerary of fun, sun, and music. Prices start at £1,798. Book now with a £200 deposit, or £75 per child. Check the website, dancingmoods2019.com for full details, or call SN Travel on 0207 254 0136. Book now for a 10% deposit off the Catamaran cruise.
Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Okay, guys, I'm still out here enjoying the fantastic weather, and what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to a bit of a change again. There's a few changes this week. I did warn you guys. What this changes, normally we see Annette but once a month. Not this week, not this month. So what we've done now is we're going to cut off to a feature with Annette, with a fantastic artist with a fantastic story by the name of Priscilla Bailey. Let's check it out.
Give your life today, tomorrow may be too late. You can't lose the difference it will make when you learn to walk by faith. Ooh.
Hi, this is Annette B, and I'm here again for yet another Gospel Explosion. And I'm here with the awesome, beautiful, awesome woman of God, Priscilla Bailey. What a beautiful name, Priscilla. Absolutely beautiful. So Priscilla, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a UK gospel artist, currently living in Essex, but I'm actually from Birmingham. Yeah, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I'm a Brummie. Yeah, I've been singing for over 15 years. I have sang in different groups, in bands, led a jazz band, sang in a choir. Wow. Yeah, so now this is my first time as a solo artist.
Wow, and what a solo artist she is. I tell you. So when did you give your heart to the Lord?
I gave my heart to the Lord in 2001. I was very depressed. I'd been like a party girl, so I was always out clubbing, and for some reason it wasn't doing it for me anymore.
I hear that.
So all the drinking, smoking, you name it, I was into, was just not giving me the pleasure that, you know, I was getting for over how many years. And yeah, I was searching for some sense of purpose and the meaning of life, and I just got to a point where I was asking questions. And my friend, who was a Christian, bumped into me in the street. I hadn't seen him for years, and just told me about his life as a Christian, and that really inspired me to kind of look further into how I could become one and what a relationship with God meant, really.
How powerful is that? You just saw an old friend just walking.
Yeah. It was a divine appointment, I think, because I was really searching, and I believe that God put that person at the right place at the right time.
So you had a void in your life, that the drink, the drugs, or whatever you were smoking, it was just a temporary fulfillment. Wow, so you had a void.
Yeah. I definitely had a void, and like you said, I tried to fill it with so many different things, and nothing was doing it for me. And so I was actually invited by the same friend to church. It took me a couple of weeks, I must admit, but I had a lot of issues, and I was crying out and being, shouting and saying, well, what's the point? And God just revealed himself to me one night, and I just went to church and gave my heart to Jesus. So it was all, it's an amazing journey, and I've never looked back.
That is an amazing testimony in itself. You heard the story, the testimony from the beautiful Priscilla, how different things, she was going through obstacles in her life, but the things that you were taking were just all temporary fixes, but you wanted the firm fix. Wow. So why did you start singing for the Lord?
Well, my past was, like I said, partying, smoking generally, and it had ruined my voice. And I do remember hearing God say, I want you to stop smoking. Wow. And I went out one morning, I was really stressed, and I went to the garage around the corner from where I lived, bought a packet of cigarettes, and then I heard the Holy Spirit say, throw them away. Wow. And I threw them away. And from that day, I don't know how, it just started to stir me up to start singing, and from there my voice started to get clearer, because it was quite deep, I must admit, at the time, because of all the smoking. But yeah, it became a lot clearer, and I could hear harmonies in my head, and God was really stirring me up to sing.
Never knew who I was before I met you. I didn't have an identity. It was there the scales fell from my eyes. Your grace has set me free. Hey.
So yeah, it started from there really.
And he certainly stirred, because the music that utters out of this lady's mouth, oh my God, it is a divine intervention by God. So tell me a little bit about the music that you have out now.
Right, so I've got 10 songs that's recently been released on an album called Walking in the Light. And the music I generally do is quite retro. A lot of people think it's kind of like circa 1980s or 90s, deliberately so, because that's my main influence. But all the songs have a Christian message, and they're all about having a relationship with Jesus, and especially my walk in Christ and my journey as a Christian. Walking in the light is generally just about coming out of the darkness into the light and embracing a relationship with God.
So, can I ask you for a little touch of something? I'm being greedy now, Oh gosh. Yes, just a little touch.
All right. So this is I Believe in Love. I believe in love, yes. Yes, I do. Hey, hey. Now I believe in love. Since I found you. Thank you.
Did you hear that? Oh my word. So angelic. And I'm telling you, you can go onto iTunes and download this album, Walking in the Light. Oh my gosh. And she is walking in the light. She's came out of the darkness, and she's sowing seeds by giving her ministry back up to the Lord, giving her voice back up. And the Lord just cleared it. As you said, it was deeper.
Oh, yeah, it was very deep. I mean, for a while I was singing lower harmony in a lot of different groups and things, but then God started to really work on my range. Wow. And yeah, I'm singing a lot higher than I used to, if you listen back to a lot of my past things. But the voice has really, developed. And I sang in Birmingham Community Gospel Choir. I sang in collaboration with a group called Chosen, also from Birmingham. I've sang collaboration with a lot of artists as well. So, in fact, there's a project that I'm presently doing with a hip-hop artist called Danae, and that should be coming out this year.
Wow, we'll definitely look out for that. Priscilla, you have been amazing, an inspiration, and the testimony. Thank you for keeping it so real, because I know that is going to help somebody out there when they, they hear this or listen back to it on repeat. They're going to say, that woman, they might not even remember your name, but they're going to remember that testimony. So I just want to thank you for coming on the Gospel Explosion. This is Annette B and
Priscilla Bailey, thank you for inviting me.
oh yes, Gospel Explosion. Come, give me a little. And it be over and out. God bless.
Make the best of it. Make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Hold on to his promises, because his word is true. Encourage yourself in the Lord, for he'll not fail you. He'll never fail. When you mess up, there's a message. Just count your blessings. Just count your blessings. Don't lose hope if things don't go your way. All things will work for good. Oh, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Build homes and stay. The plans I have for you when you pray. The plans I have for you, don't get away. Yes, said the Lord, peace will remain, peace will remain, peace will remain. That's for good, and your expectations are restored. Start to act like his people, happy and dance. Sing for joy, sing for joy, sing for joy. Oh, make the best of it, make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it, make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it, make the best of it. Oh, make the best of it, make the best of it. I am restored, and I wait patiently upon the Lord. I'm restored, I am restored, and I wait patiently, patiently. I am restored, and I wait patiently upon the Lord. I'm restored, I am restored, and I wait patiently, patiently. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, side, to the side, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, side, to the side, roller skate, 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 and roller skate, 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 and roller skate.
What an amazing story. Priscilla, congratulations on such a fantastic entering into the world of the church and the gospel. And Annette, what can I say? Keep up the good work. I also warn you guys, this is not the only time you're going to be treated to a bit of gospel explosion from Annette B this week. So we will be seeing a bit more of Annette shortly. Again, not here with us, sadly. I'm out here alone. Well, me and the cameraman enjoying the sunshine. So big ups to the cameraman as well. But great stuff. Please support the music that Priscilla is putting out there and all the hard work that Annette's doing. We're off to a break. See you soon.
Soul Motion presents legendary soul superstar Barbara Mason live in concert. The legend that is Barbara Mason at the Jazz Cafe Camden on Sunday the 22nd of July. And now added Monday, July 23rd due to popular demand. With over 5 decades of hits, Barbara Mason performs her catalogue of classics. Tickets are available now from the jazzcafelondon.com, ticketmaster.co.uk and usual outlets. Don't miss Barbara Mason live.
Super Jam in association with Hillary and Son presents Wakanda, the African Wear Summer Party, Saturday the 21st of July at the Royal Lounge, 397 High Road, Wembley, Middlesex, HA9 6AA. Your cultural selectors, Daddy Ernie, Senator B, Fifth Avenue, and special guests Gaffer Blue and the Fat Man Sound. Doors open at 11 through till 5 a.m. and your culture wear tickets are £15. More on the door. Tickets from South London with coach from the White Light Diva on 07908 297 289 £25. Sponsored by VibesFM.net, Tamaray Designs and DaddyErnie.com. For more information, call 07572 734 584.
Mikey Coos, authentic real music, and independent people present I'm in a Dancing Mood 2019, the Jamaica edition, celebrating the annual birthday affair of Mikey Coos, aka The Boss, an all-inclusive party holiday, flying to Montego Bay on Friday 18th of October 2019 for 7 or 10 nights, and staying at the 5-star Grand Bahia Principe, featuring a full itinerary of fun, sun, and music. Prices start at £1,798. Book now with a £200 deposit, or £75 per child. Check the website, dancingmood2019.com for full details, or call SN Travel on 0207 254 0136. Book now for a 10% deposit off the Catamaran cruise.
Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Okay, guys. As you know, I have a very strong relationship with up-and-coming artists, and one of them, who I'd like to call part of the Lifestyle family, is a young gentleman by the name of Manny G. You've seen it on our entertainment corner. We featured Stop, which is against gun and knife violence, but this interview is a bit different from a normal Manny G interview. Why? Because we're not just going to be talking music. We're going to be talking to Manny and his co-host by the name of Sam Thompson, a young TV show writer and the creator of the new web series that's out there on YouTube by the name of Buds. What we're going to do here is we're going to talk to Manny, we're going to talk to Sam, see how Buds came about, as well as talk to Manny about his music career. Let's check it out. Okay, right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, part of the New Talent Rising, and we've got a familiar face, and I've heard you guys are the iconic duo, so we're going to go into this and we're going to do our introductions. First, we will go with our introduction of a very familiar face, and that's the one and only Manny G. How are you doing, sir?
Turn to me. I'm very good, thank you. Yes.
Good, Manny.
Just currently finished a project, actually, a music video, and it's with an organisation called the Westway Trust. It was an anti-gun and knife crime project. It was an anti-gun and knife crime project from a song I wrote 10 years ago with my father, because we realised that a lot of young people are ruining their lives, damaging a lot of communities. A lot of parents are heartbroken because of the activities that these young people are doing, the negative influences that these young people are doing, and it's so easily like easily influenced to get down that path, because a lot of young people are using gun and knife crime as this glamorization, and they think that's the life to live, but it's actually the lifestyle. You know, a lifestyle is what they think they have. The chains that they pop in, the chains that they like to pop off of people, the people that they like to take lives away, the biggest cars, the champagnes they ride in, that's a lifestyle. But life is just basically like living it day in and day out, going out in the fresh air, you know what I'm saying, going out in the park, going out, like interacting with people, socializing with people, doing something practical. So my song is just about that, but bringing the community together, and hopefully with time, you know, my lyrics just meet the right people, and change doesn't happen tomorrow, but my song is bring the community together, man. It's time for a change. Let's stand up against gun and knife crime, because, you know, you've got a lot of people, man, just their lives, that model, 25 years old, he got stabbed just down the road there, in Acton. That's very deep, man. He had his whole life ahead, and we don't need more of that stress, you know what I'm saying? We don't need that in where I'm growing up as well. People just as aspiring as me, you know, and it's very heartbroken to see that as well, because he had a lot of potential. And there was these other two people as well who got...
Just in Camden,
Camden as well. And that's very tragic as well. So if we bring a lot of people, the effective people that have been, you know, victims of gun and knife crime, has lost a lot of people, a lot of siblings, if we bring them together and we just start a load of events, I know money behind it and stuff like that, but if we just start small, you know, it doesn't have to be big, we can have a meeting together and talk to people, and then we could solve this, man. It doesn't happen tomorrow, but, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, man, you've got people, like ignorant people saying it's not. If we get there, man, and if we just do the work, it could happen. And that's what my song is, and I'm proud to say I've completed a music video. I've directed my first project for it, man. And through the cold, and through hiring people, and through hiring the best cameraman, Sam acted as the policeman in the video as well. So he's a multi-talented writer, but he'll get to that later. But I've just done loads, and the music video's out on YouTube, Manny GTV, and just pushing it, man. And yeah.
Fantastic, and congratulations to you on that.
Thank you.
As you said, talking about events and getting the message out there.
Yeah.
I understand you've also been doing a school tour.
Yes,
to get
that's
out there.
it.
Tell us a bit more about
Thank
that.
you for putting the light bulb above my head. Yes, I've just started a school tour in January on the 17th in Melcombe Primary School. It's just basically going around the school and telling kids at a very young age that, you know, knife crime is not the path to go around, because it's so easily... You know, it's so easy to be influenced by someone telling you that it's the right thing to do, and it's not the right thing to do. You know, taking a knife and, you know, carrying a legal weapon itself is the wrong thing to do, let alone taking someone else's life. That's very bad, and it's so easily influenced. Like in secondary, people with Swiss Army knives going to tell you it's good to juke up this youth and nothing's going to happen. That's not a good thing, you know. That's not a good message. So I'm telling these young people at a young age now, so that they are adaptive and they could do something better. You know, they could go to places like the Lyric Theatre Hammersmith. Me and Sam work there. We're assistant directors. We work with a lot of young people, and we want them to go on the right path with their life. You know what I'm saying? Just do something proactive and get you off of the roads and get you off of the streets, man. Because, you know, if you're on the streets, then... If you're on the streets too much with a lot of bad people around you and you're badly influenced, then you're just going on the wrong path. But if you surround yourself with good people, just go a lot of youth clubs, do a lot of practical activities, and get yourself in that certain good frequency, then you're bound to go on the right path, you know.
So like cut out the negative and follow the positive.
Yeah,
Indeed,
exactly.
Indeed. And this is it. I had to bring on this gentleman here. Sam, welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure having you. Right, the dynamic duo, as it were. Here we are.
Langston Chubb.
Sorry. Yeah, so here we are. Langston Chubb, indeed. So we've understood that you're an actor, as Manny said. You were acting you as the policeman in his music video. Yeah. But there's more than that. You guys are best buds, as it were.
Yes. We've known each other for a couple of years now. We've worked with each other at the Lyric Hammersmith on projects. We've currently got a project for Lyric Revolution now. I'm giving that a plug too. And that's on the 17th of March.
Yeah, so that'll be in the Lyric Hammersmith for a festival called Evolution, and that will be sharing a little bit of a project we're working on called Journeys. We won't talk too much about that at the moment, but there's always there's always room for more. But I guess what we're really here for today is
buds.
Buds, yeah. So like Manny was saying, we've worked together for a good few years now, and we've always sort of had this sort of banter, this comical sort of relationship where I know that I'm having a stressful day, I can hang around with Manny for a little bit and relieve some of that stress. And I think in life we all go through these moments where you realise, wow, that was enjoyable, I learned I would have dealt with that differently, or maybe that's not how I wanted something to go. And I think it's about not going, okay, this something bad happened today, and that's it. It's about turning a negative into a positive. So what I like to do through my own life experiences is literally write about everyone's negative stories and turn that into something positive. Whether it be myself, stories about people I know, or people that just inspire me, or stuff that we're writers, so we come up with a lot of quite creative stories as well.
Yeah, we call and receive each other, and we do all the time on WhatsApp, man. We just get a lot of that flow as well. So if we see something like we had this scene where we stopped a bus instead of stopping a train, you know, that kind of banter right there, and we just kind of embed that in a way, and we make that flow.
Work on it, develop it, and turn it into a sort of sketch that you think, oh wow, this looks quite natural and improv, where it probably was, because the other day it probably happened for real life, or we were sort of creating it as we're coming along with this stuff. So luckily that's our sort of angle and what works well for me.
That's really interesting. What I really like and what really caught my ear was the taking a negative and turning it into a positive. I think that also generates hope for anyone watching who may have been in a similar situation to yourself, to realise it doesn't have to have a bad ending to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely, man. A lot of people, like young people that are related and they're in that kind of circumstance at the moment, can see, okay, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I'm smoking something that's not right for me, something that's not right for my brain. I'm young. I'm not a fully developed person. I haven't even matured. I haven't even reached the age of 18, let alone 21. And, you know, because you see two people that you could look up to on television telling you what's right and wrong and not to go down this path as these two people, is a very big deal. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a very good wake up call, you know? So it has that banter, it has that comedic kind of twist to it, but then bang, when that scene with Indy, when he's telling me, hey, you shouldn't be smoking, man. That's wrong. Go on the CBD instead of smoking the unnatural stuff. That's a wake-up call. Like, so a young person could be sitting in a room like, probably he's right, but still, you know. Yeah.
I think the main thing is we don't want to preach to anyone. No one likes being told what to do, and luckily enough, we've learnt through some of these situations. So I think it's about going to young people. Look, we can't control you what you do. All we can do is give you the right information and prepare you for knowing this might happen if you choose that path. So luckily enough, I've been around all different types of people. I lived in a hostel from the age of 14. I was independently living, which allowed me to be around some very unpredictable situations, if that makes sense, which as a young person I might have got involved at some sort of stages, so been around people, maybe be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but I learnt from it and I went, do you know what, something that's kind of bad isn't technically going to hold me down. I'm going to use this and rise above it, and maybe try to show someone else who's not as luckily hasn't learnt a lot through life and might be going through my sort of similar situation, to go, do you know what, you don't have to go through this to learn. You can learn before you've gone through something bad or experienced something bad. And luckily enough, I'm in a situation now where I can give something back. We've grown up. We're both matured.
We're both mature enough to tell it like it is.
We're always maturing, but I think we're both in a stage where we're at life. We've gone, do you know what? We're ready to give something back, and we're luckily enough working in a theatre with young people. So no matter what we do, people are going to be looking up to people like me, myself, and Manny.
Yeah. Every day's a lesson learned, man, and we just take that as well into development while we help other young people, you know.
Yeah.
That's good.
So where did your passion for writing actually come from? When did you first realise that?
Well, this is it. All my life I've been I'm sort of like a TV box. I've got so much going on, but I don't know where to channel it. So I guess writing was the first thing that's kind of showed me that there are other options. You don't have to hang around with the wrong crowd. You don't have to go out on a weekend and get drunk or off your head. You can just keep your head down and you're not deemed as doing nothing with your life. You can actually focus on something and be really positive. So unfortunately my dad passed away a few years ago. He had Parkinson's disease, and I didn't know how to cope with knowing that he wasn't very well. So I started off getting into a little bit of trouble, maybe hanging around with wrong people, experimenting with substances, and realising, do you know what, there's more to life than this, but I don't really know how to get to this stage or how to get into work, and you've all got to experiment as a teenager. So growing up, I had my dad's illness on one side, and I had all these distractions, whether it could be smoking or hanging around after school getting into trouble, and I didn't know what to do. And the lyric was the first sort of place that said, do you know what, if you've got a skill, we can help you and we can guide you and we can channel that into something really, really positive, that you don't have to go around and cause your own entertainment. You can make your own entertainment in a safe constructive environment. So I used to go to Lyric from the age of 17, between living in hostels, and they were the first sort of place that said, we're going to show you how to own your skills, how to really put what you know up here and get it out of your mind and put it into paper. And my skills were so very challenging skills. So I like to do sound effects, I like to do impressions and comedy and make people laugh, but I also used to think, how can I take this into acting? I'm not a straight actor, and I don't just want to go on stage and perform to be liked. I had a passion, but my passion was to make people learn from me, and people go, wow, he's really got something, but in his style of telling. So for me, I had some really big people who inspired me as I grew up. Comedians like Lee Evans, writers John Sullivan, who wrote Only Fools and Horses, and also some sketches for 80s comedies like Porridge or Steptoe and Son. Watching these shows, I used to love them, and it would be like an addiction, but a pure natural addiction. So from the ages of like maybe 5, 6, 7, growing up, watching all these old school comedies, and then it would just kind of fizzle out as you'd grow up. And I used to think, why aren't these jokes applied more in life? These are real life jokes that have been written by people that had gone through these experiences. Why are they not getting more appreciation? So as I grew up, I used to basically write similar sort of jokes written from believable real life situations, and that kind of distracted me from my dad's illness. And it kind of said that you don't need to rely on anyone. You don't have to rely on anyone else. You can make anything happen. And luckily I was in a nice calm hostel, so I could keep my head down and do a bit of writing when I finished work and went to the theatre. I didn't have to spend that much money, so I was staying safe and being in a nice environment. And it sort of turned into from nothing into something. And I was going into acting and going into work going, look, this is a scene I've wrote about these two characters who have kind of grown as I've grown, and people were giving me great feedback. They were saying, this is such a strong script, and this reminds me of this show, and this reminds me of this, and you've got to push it and make it happen. And it got to the point where if I wasn't doing anything with it, I would be disappointed in myself. So the passion for writing and the passion to go, do you know what, I want to make people laugh, I want people to learn from characters like these, that's what spurred me on, and that's what got me through. And before I knew it, I had something so strong that I had to take somewhere. Me and Manny had to do something with this.
Exactly. That's the message, man. If you've got a plan and you're really passionate about it, like you've got your 100% effort in it, and it's your whole life, don't leave it on the shelf and look at it. You know, take it from the shelf and do something with it. You know, that's the overall message.
And I think it's good to say, no one out there, nothing comes for free. You get in life what you put in. If you sit around waiting, oh, something's going to happen, this is going to happen one day, that's going to happen, then you've got yourself to blame. If you want something enough, you've got to make it happen. You've got to go out there and go, do you know what? I can obviously do this with your help, but with myself, I can make it to this stage, so that no matter what happens, I can say I've tried my best, and it's at a point in my life where I'm happy and I'm comfortable with it, rather than going, oh, do you know what, one day I'll make that happen, or one day we'll be actors, one day we'll do this. Yeah. We didn't wait for that one day. We went, do you know what, whether you like it or not, we're going to make it happen.
Man. Yeah.
That is something that really needs to be done, that passion and that drive. And what I really, really have to compliment you both for is that you're not keeping that knowledge to yourselves. You've actually realised it, and you're now using it within the lyric or everywhere else that you are, even in the stories that you're telling, to pass it on to others. I was going to say for a younger generation, but I don't think it necessarily is the case.
It's level to anyone that wants help.
Because it doesn't necessarily have to be like because of young people. That's the stereotype people would say because we're young. You know, it's a message to young people. No, because a guy at 25 onwards to maybe 35 is going through that kind of hell, and he needs that message as well in his head as well, and he needs that as a wake-up call. So it's depicted to all young ages, man. A wide span of audience.
Okay, guys, I do apologise. Hopefully you was enjoying that interview as much as I was, but for time restraints, we do have to go to a break on this, so I'm just cut it real quick. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to be catching more from the Buds duo.
Soul Motion presents legendary soul superstar Barbara Mason live in concert. The legend that is Barbara Mason at the Jazz Cafe Camden on Sunday the 22nd of July. And now added Monday, July 23rd due to popular demand. With over 5 decades of hits, Barbara Mason performs her catalogue of classics. Tickets are available now from the jazzcafalondon.com, ticketmaster.co.uk and usual outlets. Don't miss Barbara Mason live.
Super Jam in association with Hillary and Son presents Wakanda, the African Wear Summer Party, Saturday the 21st of July at the Royal Lounge, 397 High Road, Wembley, Middlesex, HA9 6AA. Your cultural selectors, Daddy Ernie, Senator B, Fifth Avenue, and special guests Gaffer Blue and the Fat Man Sound. Doors open at 11 through till 5 a.m. and your culture wear tickets are £15. More on the door. Tickets from South London with coach from the White Light Diva on 07908 297 289 £25. Sponsored by VibesFM.net, Tamaray Designs and DaddyErnie.com. For more information, call 07572 734 584.
Mikey Coos, Authentic Real Music, and Independent People present I'm in a Dancing Mood 2019, the Jamaica edition, celebrating the annual birthday affair of Mikey Coos, aka The Boss, an all-inclusive party holiday, flying to Montego Bay on Friday 18th of October 2019 for 7 or 10 nights, and staying at the 5-star Grand Bahia Principe, featuring a full itinerary of fun, sun, and music. Prices start at £1,798. Book now with a £200 deposit, or £75 per child. Check the website, dancingmoods2019.com for full details, or call SN Travel on 0207 254 0136. Book now for a 10% deposit off the Catamaran cruise.
Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Hopefully you were with us earlier on. You saw part 1 of an interview with Manny G and Sam Thompson, the iconic duos, the stars of the web series that is Buds. The interview actually took place before episode 1 took place, but they are actually available. We're actually on episode 2 at the moment, so do be sure to check out the YouTube page and see what they've got going. But hey, enough of me. Back to Manny G and Sam, Buds interview part 2. So in terms of the characters, how did you come about creating those?
Well, believe it or not, I am Lanx. That is a little bit of me. I believe in life, when you write from the heart, when you write about what you know, that's when you've got something gold and you can't go wrong. You can go wrong, but luckily I like to think I didn't. So Lanx is me with the volume turned right up to the top, okay? So in life, I like wrestling, I like different comedies, I like all different things with the characters pushed way to the max. It might be, it might be unbelievable, but for me, that's saying, do you know what, you're doing something well and you're doing it to your best ability. So I'd say Lanx is myself with the volume turned up, and a lot of the situations that Lanx and Shub have been through are real situations that myself or people I know, my family members or my friends and people that I know have gone through or inspired me to go, do you know what, that could work, and that would be really funny seeing how Lanx and Shub would deal with that sort of situation. Good example, Manny was, you know how you stop the bus these days, hold your hand out to stop the bus? Noticed Manny stopping the bus, and I thought, do you know what, it'd be really funny if Shub continued to do that and thought, stop the train, or maybe goes up an escalator and wants to stop it by holding his hands out. So it's about taking an idea and growing with it and not going, do you know what, that's the end of that story. Anything can happen, and it's just about sort of expanding these ideas and sort of seeing where else they can go.
And that's where the stem comes from. It's about stemming that idea that you just developed. You know, like a plant, and it grows to a tree. You know, that's how it is.
Lovely. And the character of Shub was literally a really good close mate of mine, believe it or not, like Manny. And it was just little bits of his life merged with another character, and I thought, do you know what, this is such a strong, random, crazy, unpredictable character that it needs to be out there. But the fact that I knew this was loosely based on a close mate of mine gave me the push to go, do you know what, this could be believable because I actually know someone where this could happen. So I think that's the confidence. Work with what you know. I mean, it's great if you can come up with a character that's out of nothing, and that's believable and it sells as well. But I think with me, the confidence really helps me. If I know that this has happened in the real world and it is believable because I've took aspects from this life and that life, that really shows, do you know what, that can work, and then you can do something as strong as possible because you believe in it.
Yeah, big stuff. Manny, coming back to you now. Having a character, whereas for Sam, he is Lanx. Yeah. Having a character of Shub brought to you, and being more of a musical background from what everyone's familiar with, how was it embracing the acting side? How was that experience for you?
Well, naturally, if you're a performer, you're already an actor. You know, I do that every time in open mics. You know, music was a way I expressed myself from a young age, man. Since I was 7 years old, you know, I had my first karaoke microphone. I used to be in front of the TV watching guys like Will Smith, you know, S Club 7. I used to watch Drew Hill, Tyrese, and I just used to express the way that these singers would perform in an animated type of way. And that's where the arts and the performing arts background came from, and that's where my dad pushed me into performing arts to get me off of the street. So when I was the age of like 13 or 14, like, at the same time, I would be doing acting and I would be doing music at the same time. He put me in the booth when I was a kid, when I was just like knee high, man. He put me in front of a microphone. Yeah, he told me just go and do it, and he developed from there. And of course, as a young person, you're confused, like, why am I being pushed at a young age? Like, if you're 7 years old, you're confused. Like, I want to be an astronaut, you know. I didn't know anything music, but I always had that creativity as a backbone. And then I went to First Step School of Drama. I did plays like the Blood Brothers. I did Cinderella, and then I went next door to the Lyric Hammersmith. And then ever since then, man, I've just been creatively, you know, surrounded by a lot of acting workshops, a lot of performance workshops. I've done a lot of summer shows in the summer. And yeah, it's just really just enhanced my performance skills, because performing arts blends the element of your acting and your singing together. Even if you're in musicals and you're not a singer, actors have to sing, you know, because that's a part of the arts. The arts is a part of you, and the performing arts is a part of me. So it's in my blood, and, you know, I'm 100% with it. And, you know, as Sam was saying, Shub was based on, you know, a character of a friend he knew for a very long time. I don't know that friend. I would have loved to know him. But, yeah, I'm trying to channel that character, because I really know that I'm a very animated person. I'm a very comedic person. I like to bust and crack a lot of jokes and do banter. Sometimes I say stupid stuff, but those elements of Shub, as you said with Lanks, it's turned up a notch. It's an embellished version of myself, I'd say, with Shub. And yeah, in terms of career aspirations, at first when Sam gave me the script, I was a little hesitant, like, whoa, he's a weed smoker? And, you know, in terms of career aspirations, I was kind of, how do I say this? I was kind of alienated in a way as to how it would portray me as a brand in itself, as a performer and a singer. I was kind of like alienated, saying, whoa, Shub is like that, so what would people think of me if they see my music videos and they see me performing and stuff? But I said, you know what, man, I'm an actor, man, and I wanted to do something humbly, you know, to be part of a comedy buddy flick. Because every day as a kid, I'd see Keenan and Kel. I watched the Wayans Brothers, you know, I watched shows like Bottom. And I say, I would love to be a part of a show like that, a body comedy. Even when I was a kid, I'll say, if I had my own comedy show with a Jew on, I'll crack jokes with someone. You know, I'd say that could work a lot. And I think that's where it comes from. And
it's also challenging for you, because you're nothing like Shub. I mean, you have your crazy moments and you have your unpredictable, but you don't smoke and you don't drink.
Exactly.
And you are very, I mean, Manny is very professional in his life. So giving him the challenge of thinking, could he pull off this character that kind of is completely different to his lifestyle, was a question in myself. But I knew from the banter we had and the chemistry that as friends that Manny had it in him.
He could just pull it off.
Yeah. I mean, there's times where I think, okay, maybe Shub wouldn't do that, or Shub would do that differently, but I like having a fresh twist on it as well. So it's
because even I have my Shub-like moments as well. There was this one time where I was in Hatton Cross, and I was using my Google Maps, and then I just bumped into them. I was standing in the same direction, and the Google Map, I was like looking, and then Super Sinks was just like 5 minutes from the road.
Shub.
I was just looking, that's a Shub moment. So everyone has their little Shub moments, so they can laugh at as well, because even a little dumb things, okay, I do that, okay. Everyone has a Shub moment. You know, a cough and a sneeze. That's a Shub moment. Anything is a Shub moment, man. Anything you do out of the bloom. So yeah, and that's how I incorporated, and I got really warmed up and open to the character. Like when we were doing the rough cut version, I was really hesitant to put the blunt in my mouth. I lighted it up, but on the next one, I didn't put the blunt in my mouth, and I just...
You didn't even have it round the right way.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not a weed smoker, so I wouldn't know, but you know, I was... Just to learn, I should just look up, what do weed smokers really do? But that kind of thing, you know. But I'm learning every time.
It's building up the character. Building up the character.
Yeah, man.
That's really good. So it's in development now. Is there a launch date potentially to look forward to, or is it something you'll keep us posted on?
Should we keep it as a little secret? I don't know. Well, I think it's important you guys know, because we want people to watch it.
Tell about the social media, man. Tell about
So you can catch us on, I have an Instagram channel which is Lanks Productions. Lanks like lanky, Productions like I'm a production artist. And the actual channel for Buds is Buds 2018. So it's Buds, as in flower buds,
Yeah.
or best friend buds.
BUDS.
Thank you, Manny,
Yeah.
for spelling. I didn't know.
And
Where'd you learn to
2018.
spell?
You know how to spell 2018?
I think we do.
Alright.
Nice. So yeah, that's out on Instagram now. You can check our YouTube channel, which will be YouTube Lanks Productions, and there's loads of clips on there that give you little impressions about what me and Manny are like creating the web series. I mean, in an ideal world, we're going to have its own YouTube page for just Buds promoting it. It's got its own Instagram.
Yeah, you can see a lot of clips and a lot of segments from different episodes. And
we're going to try and release a few shorter clips, so it might be in episode 1 but done in 5 parts of like 3-4 minute clips. Also at the theatre we work, so the Lyric Hammersmith touch of Bill and Ben then. Right. Also at the Lyric Theatre Hammersmith where we work, we're going to have a preview night where we actually show this with a few people from the industry, some great people who actually work and helped us produce this lovely web series. So there's going to be some great people to actually get advice from, or even if you want to get into a project like this yourself, the Lyric Hammersmith is a really good theatre between the ages of 12 to 25. You can come down, join a membership form, and start creating. So you can't stop
only
us,
£10
really.
a year, man. That's cheap as hell.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
Yeah, trust me. I'm an alumni, you know, so gotta give that plug.
I really want to give you both like the congratulations for taking your creativity and really building it in such a way, and more than anything else, it's using the creativity to put out a positive message. I think in this generation, it's not seen enough. It isn't seen enough. As you said,
Very rare,
everyone will take the influence of what you're hearing. And don't get me wrong, I love my rap music and I'm not going to diss anyone, but the message isn't always there.
Yeah.
In everything that you do, whether it be a web series or in music, you guys are promoting a message of this could happen, but these are the effects, cause and effect, and it's most definitely shown in what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you, Sam.
To give myself a plug as well.
I was going to say, Manny, we need that plug.
Instagram / Manny Gentleman, which is MANNY Gentleman. Separate gentle and man. Same thing with the Twitter. YouTube.com / MannyGTV, and you'll see loads of various covers, and music video of Stop is on there too. The anti-gun and knives crime that I was talking about.
Well, talking of that, I think that we've got scenes that people have been seeing at the moment of Buds, but it's for the premiere.
Yeah.
However, we've talked about Stop. I think it's only fitting, Manny, if you could introduce Stop, and that's how we'll end this interview.
Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the premiere of the Stop music video by Manny G. And I hope you guys humbly enjoy it, and I hope you guys in the tough time get this message. Okay,
Enough
peace.
clapping.
Let go.
Thank you much, love. Beautiful.
Two families are crying, and it's so hard to comfort them, because I don't know what to say to them. So all we gotta do is pray for them, and God do the rest for them.
News of today, you're living in darkness. You don't understand how precious life is. Whether you're black or white or what color you are, it's wrong to take anyone's life. It's time for changes. Let's settle our differences without these knives and guns. Without these knives and guns. No more guns, no more knives. Stop, no more crime. Let's show more hate all around the world. Let's show it. Stop, no more guns, no more knives. Stop, no more crime. Let's show more love all around the world. You gotta think first before you make quick decisions, and you'll regret when both families are crying for their loved ones they lost. And it's hurting, and you'll be hurting too when you're locked away from your families, and you wonder why it happened so fast. Listen, you could go back and stop this madness if you only use your head with a little common sense. Common sense. No more guns, no more knives. Stop, no more crime. All around the world. Stop, no more guns, no more knives. Stop, no more crime. Let's show more love all around the world. All around the world. It's time for changes. So let's all come together.
Okay, guys, big props to Manny G and Sam. Just want to put out a great shout, not only on Manny's music career, not just on Sam and Manny's work on Buds, but the work that they do to work with the younger generation, the stuff that they do with the lyric theatre and outside of that, really great works. I love to see that helping and building of the future. And as you heard Sam say, guys, don't give up on your dreams. Put in enough hard work and it will come to you. You just got to keep at it. I love the message in that. So once again, do check out Lanx Productions. That's where you'll find episode 1 and 2 of Buds. Check out Manny G TV to check Manny's music videos. Great work from those guys. We're off to a break.
Soul Motion presents legendary soul superstar Barbara Mason live in concert. The legend that is Barbara Mason at the Jazz Cafe Camden on Sunday the 22nd of July. And now added Monday, July 23rd due to popular demand. With over 5 decades of hits, Barbara Mason performs her catalogue of classics. Tickets are available now from the jazzcafélondon.com, ticketmaster.co.uk and usual outlets. Don't miss Barbara Mason live.
Super Jam in association with Hillary and Son presents Wakanda, the African Wear Summer Party, Saturday the 21st of July at the Royal Lounge, 397 High Road, Wembley, Middlesex, HA9 6AA. Your cultural selectors, Daddy Ernie, Senator B, Fifth Avenue, and special guests Gaffer Blue and the Fat Man Sound. Doors open at 11 through till 5 a.m. and your culture wear tickets are £15. More on the door. Tickets from South London with coach from the White Light Diva on 07908 297 289 £25. Sponsored by VibesFM.net, Tamaray Designs and DaddyErnie.com. For more information, call 07572 734 584.
Mikey Coos, Authentic Real Music, and Independent People present I'm in a Dancing Mood 2019, the Jamaica edition, celebrating the annual birthday affair of Mikey Coos, aka The Boss, an all-inclusive party holiday, flying to Montego Bay on Friday 18th of October 2019 for 7 or 10 nights, and staying at the 5-star Grand Bahia Principe, featuring a full itinerary of fun, sun, and music. Prices start at £1,798. Book now with a £200 deposit, or £75 per child. Check the website dancingmoods2019.com for full details, or call SN Travel on 0207 254 0136. Book now for a 10% deposit off the Catamaran cruise.
Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Right, guys, I did warn you before, Miss Gospel Explosion, Annette B will be with us. Well, you know what they say, if it's nice, you play it twice, but we can't play the same interview twice, but we will feature a bit more of Annette. So here we are with Annette B and a fantastic artist, DJ, entrepreneur, Shoggy Tosh. Let's see what they've got to say.
Jesus. Triple T, Shaggy Tosh, Pastor Chaderi, Sopa Moto. As I walk out, they go, all the people look me go.
Hey, this is Annette B and I'm here for the Gospel Explosion yet again. And I have an awesome man of God.
Shaggy Tosh in the building.
Oh my gosh. And he's certainly in the building. This man of God is just so on fire for the kingdom. So, Shoggy, tell me what is happening?
I love the happening. Yeah, bless God, I give God all the glory.
Amen.
And Jesus Christ is very important, to give, kudos to God Almighty. If not for Him, we wouldn't be here. And I thank God for this wonderful opportunity as well. God bless Gospel Explosion. God bless what you do. So important to appreciate that. Yeah, I've been busy with music, so I do have a lot of caps on, but the cap I have right now it is a music app. Music has been going great. But my latest project is a song called Mama, M-A-A-M-A-A.
Wow.
And God bless you for rocking the wonderful song on your show as well, Gospel Explosion Radio Show. And it's been getting a lot of great reviews. It was produced by Firebrand, a young guy called Firebrand, and it features Juliet Farrell, who when she was with Chosen, she got nominated for Mobo a few years ago. And even though she hadn't done Afrobeat before, I love gospel Afrobeat, beats that can make you dance, make you groove, so because it's so important that we praise God. We complain a lot, whether it's cold or it's hot, it's snowing, every single thing we complain about, but it's so important to have a beat that you can use to praise God. So, but the whole song is about my mother, who just clocked 78 years, and it's just to celebrate her. Because mothers do a lot, in society for us, a lot of sacrifices. They basically put their career on hold, for children. And I just wanted to give a little bit back. And not just my mother, all the mothers out there, all the great women out there. There's no society without, there's no church without the women, so it's so important. Even in the ministry of Jesus Christ, women were the cornerstone, if you understand what I mean. So it's just to celebrate, mothers out there, women or mother-to-be or a mother figure, in anyone's life. And more importantly, the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit does the work of a mother, in the household of God. So yeah, Mama, it's out, anyone can get it, but everything goes to charity. It's just to help people on the streets, people that are less privileged, but also celebrate my mother.
Wow, so they can actually get it.
And celebrate you, because you're a mother as well.
Oh, yes. I mean, the song is so beautiful. The lyrical content, the way it drops, and then you just bring in the sweetness of Juliet.
You're like drawing a Picasso, like the way you describe it, I'm like, well, okay, all in Mama.
It is fire, and it's just so, it's just lovely how you just honouring, the women, the mothers, and first of all, your mother.
Yeah.
So what else have you got cooking up? Come on now.
Yeah. We've got the album coming up. So we've got the album called Emujo. We have the single that you rock as well. You're a great supporter of what I do. I bless God for your life, Emujo. But the album is actually called Emujo, which means let's dance. And mainly dancing to the Lord. When we read the book of Psalms, especially Psalm 150, says praising with dance.
Yes.
These are parts that at times we leave out. When we go and have a great time, we dance. But when we come in the church or we in the presence of God, we kind of like hold back. And we all read about David, how he just let loose. A king.
Come on now.
He went naked, like he just let loose. So
Wow.
the album will be dropping ending of 2018. And the reviews has just been great. I mean, guys, we did a song called Pamoto Remix, and it features Ada B. Yeah, Ada B in the building.
Oh yes, Pamoto Remix. Triple T, are you ready? That boy Massin, Boris One Spitter, and the B Firebrand and the B Shaggy Tosh in the building.
Mujuanga Sangalala, Lelo na Mailo. Chifupa Yesu Akukunda, that you got to know. See we dancing, yeah we party. Can we celebrate, jubilating.
Addicted to your praise, addicted to your beat, addicted to your praise and the bass and the beat.
Features Massin, top gospel artist in Zambia, and also Boris One Spitter, another top kind of raga gospel superstar in Uganda. So a lot of things are coming out. I have Race on it. Race is just a song that encourages us not to give up. I do love jogging, so you're gonna see videos and a lot of stuff coming. We have Race, we have Triple T, we have a lot of songs. But even with Mama, currently, it's doing great on the charts, Euro Indie charts, which is normally not a gospel chart. It's currently at 122, and in Nigeria it's the number 6 song. In Benin City, it's just doing great.
Wow.
Downloads, reviews, videos being sent to me from all over the world. People actually say, "No, I never spoke to my mother for a long time, but because of your song, it's encouraged me." Because what God says, honor your father and mother.
Come on.
So that our days. I know there's a lot of youth killings, and we're looking for solutions, but the solution is right there in the Bible. Do you understand? Once we honor our father and mother, do you understand? Not even worshiping them, just honoring them, just appreciating, because the sacrifice for us, then our lives will be long on earth. So it's just to encourage people to let them know more about God, and also let them, praise Him in whatever circumstance.
Such a beautiful, awesome message, man of God. I just want to just encouraging you just to keep, to do what you keep doing. And I know that you do a vast amount of things. You do the TV.
Like an AD. I'm trying to catch up.
You do the TV, you do the radio, Salt FM, DJ Jaid.
Yeah, and we just got onto Scotland Radio as well. So I got a show called Be Inspired with Shocky Touch, and we do that 3 times a week on Salt FM and also on Life Radio, one of the biggest stations in Lagos, Nigeria, owned by the Redeemed Christian Church of God. And it got picked up by the number 1 online radio station in Scotland called I just tried to. Heart Song Live Radio. That's it, Heart Song Live Radio. So you know, the pickups live, and it's just helping, you know, the gospel, you know, to go to the 4 corners of the earth. So I really bless God for what God is doing, man.
So how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, I'm easily out there. So you can just Google me, Shocky Touch, or just hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's Shocky Touch, SHOGGYTOSH. Or you can check me out on my website. Just check me out. Music, just type in Shocky Touch. I'll be there, straight in your face.
And if you need any PR work, you haven't touched on the PR.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, the PR is doing great. A lot of people just feel I don't need PR, but PR is quite important. I always put it this way that, you know, with PR you can actually take a stone from someone else's house, from in front of their house, and sell it to them, and they'll pay for it. But without PR, you take gold to someone and they'll call the police on you. Do you understand? So we do PR not just for gospel artists, but we do for footballers, we do for Olympians, we do for companies. And it's just to give your brand the right look that you want it to look like. I always say that even Jesus Christ came on earth to do PR for God. Because we thought God was like a monster, like, you know, someone just sitting up there, just says no, yes, but he said no. Your father loves you. You know, you only have one father. That's kind of branding, you know. So yeah, if you want more branding, just check us out. It's Toshmat PR. The website is toshmatpr.com. And guys, please show support to this wonderful lady and to Ben TV.
Tosh Magazine TV show, hosted by Shocky Tosh, brings to you the best of lifestyle, entertainment, sport, films and events. It's been awesome. Just a few days ago, we got an award. We won the nomination, and we got an award for the best magazine and the best journalist in the whole of Africa and the whole of Europe. That is big. That is massive. I'm still blushing. They say black men don't blush, but I'm blushing. No, really. I mean, we're flattered. You know. Thank you for the votes. Thank you for the support, and we'll be picking up the award in Spain in a couple of months' time. So we'll bring all the behind the scenes.
My TV career started from Ben TV.
Wow.
Yeah, 2010.
Amazing.
So I really bless God for Ben TV, bridging the gap and you know, making things work for people.
That's just awesome. So is there anything you want to say to anybody that's aspiring to be a recording gospel artist?
Yeah. No, what I just want to say is, like, you know, just never give up and believe. And believe that with God all things are possible.
Come on now.
There are going to be a lot of people around you that might be negative, and you have to balance it and make sure that, you know, people that are closest to you are people that are positive, that actually believe in what you do, and that's going to support you. Because a lot of times we just feed on that negative energy, and we just feel, no, I can't do it, no, I'm depressed, you know, because people around us. Even in your phone book, look for your phone book. If people are not there for you, don't fight them, but just embrace people that actually believe in you and work hard. You know, one thing I learned from this wonderful lady here, she works hard. She wouldn't say, oh, you know, how can I improve? Do you understand? What can I learn? How can I improve? Do you understand? So it's so important that whatever level we are, we still read, we still, you know, gather information to get better, and just work at it. It's so amazing when you speak to people, look at documentaries like James Brown or Michael Jackson or any Whitney Houston. You look at them and the graft that they put in, the shift that they put in is unbelievable. Rehearsals and all that. So people don't see that and they're just like, oh, I want to be like Anna B, oh, I want to be like Shaggy. But the thing, like Shaggy Touch, but the thing is, like, if you work hard, just keep at it. People say you're not good, just keep at it. When I started this music, people were like, it's not good, are you sure, But now the same people are coming around and saying, we always knew it was going to be great. And that is it. You know, if no one criticizes you, that means you're not on point. So just keep on walking, just keep on believing, and it's going to happen.
And put God in the center.
Oof. Very,
Hey.
very, very important. I almost said fire.
Oh, bless the Lord. Thank you, Shaggy Tosh. It's just been an awesome pleasure having you on the Gospel Explosion.
Explosion!
Hey.
It's such an honor being here. And guys, again, you know, just check Anna B out, whatever she does. And anyone positive out there, seriously, you know, we need to support each other. Anything positive out there, anything that brings good vibes.
That was great, Shaggy. So, Shaggy, you can't go without giving us a little something. Come on, spit it out.
Mama, care for mama, honor your mother, honor your father. If you do that, you will live long. If you do that, your days will be long in the land. Hey, yo, Shaggy Tosh and on the beat in the building.
Hey, fire! Oh my God. Oh, to God be the glory.
Amen.
I just love this man.
Amen. Let's go.
This is Annette B and
Shaggy Tosh in the building.
Hey, gospel explosion.
Para pa pa para la, para la pa para la. Jesus, Triple T, Shaggy Tosh, Pastor Chad Rizzo Pamoto. As I walk out they go, all the people look me go. Then they wonder why all the blessings so they talk. God is in control, now him they lead me, Lord. So I go the praise they go, no turning, no stopping, keep moving, yeah, Pamato. Yeah, Pamato. Pamato. Yeah, Pamato. Are you ready? To your brace, addicted to your beat, addicted to the place and the bass and the beat, raising hands and the praise and the dance and I really wanna be. Mountains sing, rivers clap, praise should continually be in my mouth. Power, riches, wisdom, strength, honor, glory, blessing. Bangalo, Pamato, Pamato, Bangalo. I like it. Lambda will slay, Lion of Judah, son of David, Pamato. Put it to your praise and the bass and the race to the taste of the bass and the beat. As I walk out, they go, all the people look me go. Then they wonder why all the blessings so they talk. God is in control, now him they lead me, Lord. So I go the praise they go, no turning, no stopping, keep moving, yeah, Pamato. Yeah, Pamato. Pamato. Yeah, Pamato. Hands in air, clap your hands, dance to beat, wiggle, get addicted to the beat, addicted, respected, deliverer, provider, sustainer, proclaimer, convincer, restorer, addicted to the beat, restricted to the beat, married to the beat, glued to the beat, base of the beat, heart of a king, that's why I say Pamato. When cancer comes, just say no, depression comes, don't say yes, pocket dry, just say no, be addicted to the base of the beat. Jesus died for you and me, 39 Koboko, addicted to your praise and the bass and the race to the taste of the bass and the beat. As I walk out, they go, all the people look me go. Then they wonder why all the blessings go they talk. God is in control, now him they lead me, Lord. So I go the praise they go, no turning, no stopping, keep moving, yeah, Pamato. Yeah, Pamato. Pamato. Yeah, Pamato. Sickness is taken away, tribulation is rolled away, favor is everywhere. Shaggy Tosh in the building. Henry Soul, I see ya. PC, Pastor Child. For the best touch, I'm out.
Wow. Great stuff, great stuff. As I said, great stuff from Annette. Bit of a hair change there, Annette. Don't think I didn't realise. I got my eyes open. But great stuff. And Shoggy, keep up the good work. So many fantastic works over so many different areas between both of them, both Annette and Shoggy. I'm really appreciating what's going on there. Such positive messages. I'm liking the vibe this week. Anyway, guys, keep up with their works. Follow them on both their social networks. But until then, we're off to a break.
Soul Motion presents legendary soul superstar Barbara Mason live in concert. The legend that is Barbara Mason at the Jazz Cafe Camden on Sunday the 22nd of July. And now added Monday, July 23rd due to popular demand. With over 5 decades of hits, Barbara Mason performs her catalogue of classics. Tickets are available now from the jazzcafalondon.com, ticketmaster.co.uk and usual outlets. Don't miss Barbara Mason live.
Super Jam in association with Hillary and Son presents Wakanda, the African Wear Summer Party, Saturday the 21st of July at the Royal Lounge, 397 High Road, Wembley, Middlesex, HA9 6AA. Your cultural selectors, Daddy Ernie, Senator B, Fifth Avenue, and special guests Gaffer Blue and the Fat Man Sound. Doors open at 11 through till 5 a.m. and your culture wear tickets are £15. More on the door. Tickets from South London with coach from the White Light Diva on 07908 297 289 £25. Sponsored by VibesFM.net, Tamaray Designs and DaddyErnie.com. For more information, call 07572 734 584.
Mikey Coos, authentic real music, and independent people present I'm in a Dancing Mood 2019, the Jamaica edition, celebrating the annual birthday affair of Mikey Coos, aka The Boss, an all-inclusive party holiday, flying to Montego Bay on Friday 18th of October 2019 for 7 or 10 nights, and staying at the 5-star Grand Bahia Principe, featuring a full itinerary of fun, sun, and music. Prices start at £1,798. Book now with a £200 deposit, or £75 per child. Check the website, dancingmood2019.com for full details, or call SN Travel on 0207 254 0136. Book now for a 10% deposit off the Catamaran cruise.
Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Still enjoying this great British weather, despite the fact that England didn't make it into the World Cup. But hey, well, we made it to the World Cup, just not to the finals. But a fantastic effort, which put the country in a bit of a positive vibe. Anyway, talking of positive vibes, talking of great moods, I had the honour of being invited into by invite only, may I add, Batcave, aka the G White Studios, and I met a young gentleman there by the name of KDSL. KD has been around for a while. He'd taken a bit of a back seat, if you would. He was more on the producing on the writing side, and now he's back as an artist. This happened quite a while ago. It was a very, very busy week for KD. He actually released Shellings and Thin Line both in the same week. We're talking the tracks and the videos. He was hard at work in the lab. At the moment, he's actually got a new track, which is AJ, not Anthony Jordan. I don't know why, KD, but boxing heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. It's a big track out there at the moment. But enough of that. Let's talk about KDSL and the video that we're going to be featuring, Shellings. Let's take it away. Anthony Jordan at the G White Studios. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Jordan here for the new Talent Rising segment. Right now, I'm in a invite-only secret location, the G White Studios, and right now, the music's in the background to give you a bit of a hint as to who I've got. I've got one of their talented artists here, the one, the only, Mr. KDSL.
Yes,
how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm very well. I'm very well.
That's good.
It's been a busy week for you. It's been a very, very busy week.
Indeed,
congratulations on that, I'd like to start with. So, before we touch on to everything that's been going on this week, let's go right back.
Cool.
Who is KDSL? How did the name come about?
Well, my original, my birth name is Cruz.
Okay.
So everyone just started calling me K, even though it starts with a C. Right. So they made, everyone works with their own logic. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you.
Everyone started calling me K. So I just ran with it. And then the D just come from nowhere, as well. The D. So really, the truth, it's just a name that just stuck with me. There's no deep meaning behind it or anything like that.
Fair enough. It's just those nicknames.
Yeah,
it's just those nicknames.
But the SL comes from Street Legends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which is like what I call the production that I do, you know what I'm saying? This is what we call the production, Street Legends, like SL Productions. So when you see KDSL, it's like, okay, the SL is the production side, you know what I'm saying?
Of the artist.
Yeah, I'm the same person obviously, but
no, I understand.
Yeah, it's not two names, it's like, it's just KD, but the music is like SL, you know what I'm saying? So
that's a
KDSL.
But it's got power. It does have power to it, and it rings. It has a ring to it. So, where did the passion come from? Where did your inspiration to get into the music game come from?
Well, when I was young, like my mum used to sort of push us to get into music, me and my brother, because our dad used to do music.
Okay.
And he used to do like all the sort of reggae stuff back in the day. So my mum was very like influential, like when it comes to, you guys should go and do your music, and like when it comes to booking studios and stuff like that, like she used to do loads of stuff for us, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it comes from there really. Like originally it was just natural, obviously, because he used to do music and we used to listen to his tapes and that when we was young. So obviously we'll try and start to spit, and then after a while we'll get to, you know what I'm saying, that's just learning delivery and stuff like that, like subconsciously before you even know you're doing it. So that's what he was doing from young. So
that's big. That's big.
And obviously listening to Tupac and all that. You know
So
what I'm saying?
yes.
You know how it goes, man. The influences are mad.
The influences that have inspired us all when it comes to music.
Exactly.
So in terms of the music in that part, as you said, just learning your flow. How do you come about writing your lyrics? How does that come about for you?
It's all different, really. Like there could be something that I watch on telly that I might find interesting, and then I kind of try and adapt it to how I'm living or how I see that situation. Sometimes it's just real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get them tracks where you want to speak or do a little 4-bar or 8-bar from third person or whatever. Like, you know how it goes. It's all natural, really. Like whatever the beat really asks you what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It asks you raw. Like what do you want to? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you want to take this? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you've got a vibe off the beat, really. Like when it comes to concepted songs.
Okay, that's big. And I actually done a bit of an injustice there. I introduced KDSL as an artist. It's more than that. There's a producer. And now you said where the beat asks the question. You do produce your own beats as well.
Exactly.
How did that come about?
When we used to MC back in the day, there was lack of beats. We used to we used to spin the vinyls and whatnot and spit on like the common beats or whatnot and all the beats that was going about, the grime beats and that. But then it was like we wanted to take it to the next level, and I was the little technical one, you know what I'm saying? So
the whiz kid behind the team.
I could DJ a bit and then MC and then like make beats. Everyone was just like, look man, just like make a few beats and was messing around. My ones would be the ones everyone could actually rap to, the ones that's got good rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like the basics, you get me? So that's where it started really, man. And then I thought, like, I put it together, like the music actually here out there is what I'm doing, but more developed. You know, like obviously I was young in this, like, I'm working it out, like, no, this is mad.
That's big though.
Like, and then you know how it goes, like the first 2 beats I made, I probably made them for Tupac. Like, you know, like just in my mind, and that's probably what got me like to be like, is this good enough? Nah, how to make it better. And over the years, man, it's just...
So a question I always seem to ask artists or producers, are you, especially when they do both, are you an artist, I'm just going to use that term. Do you go with the lyric first or do you go with the beat first? How do you come about creating your music?
I'm more about how it sounds at the end. So I'm not really concerned about it. It's not important to me if the beat or the bars are first. It depends, because certain times if you make, I believe like if I'm making a tightly concepted track, I need to hear the beat. Yeah, because if I write that and then I try and pick a beat that's going to match that, I'm going to want to change that according to the beat. You know what I'm saying? The beat's the ultimate vibe of what you're saying. You've got to bring it to life. So it varies really. It varies really, but I try not to think about it too much, because music, you can overthink it and, you know, it gets a bit complicated.
I think that's a good term. It's natural. It flows naturally for you, and that is to be appreciated and to be admired. It just, whatever comes to you, you build and it creates. So talking of that, you talk about the crew and then we're talking about the production side of it. How's the production side been for you? Any collabs, people you've worked with?
Yeah, I've done quite a few collabs. Too many to name, really. I don't want to name some and leave some out. But the most recent collabs that I've been doing is Scrooge McDuffel. And I've got a couple of tracks with him. There's a few tracks that's up on there on Spotify and they're all out now and stuff. So
big stuff.
Like yeah, man. There's one that's called Undercover Boss, and there's another one that's called Kick It. So we've got 2 tracks out there right now that they can go look for. They're live on all digital stores. The tracks that I've produced, but they're that collab, so to speak, with another artist called Scrooge McDuffel.
Okay.
So that's like the most recent production work. But anything else, you know what I'm saying? I've done a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
big,
I've done a
that's
lot,
big.
so just check the
Check the resume.
Yeah,
check
yeah,
the
yeah.
resume. It's out
Yeah.
there. And it's funny because what I was about to ask for, we're just hearing the music in the background.
Yeah.
Shellings. This is KD, the producer, and KD SL, the artist, all in one.
This is that.
Tell us
yeah.
about that. How does it feel coming back to the mic?
It feels good, like, you know, like, it feels good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like when you're in the cold and you come into the warmth, like, you know what I'm saying? You know that feeling, like, wow. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously for the past few years I've been doing a lot of beats and I haven't really focused on what I can do.
Yeah.
And I think if I focused on this earlier, I don't know, I think things would be different for me, man. So it's time to get into it now, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no time to wait, man. It's now or never.
This is it.
That's
So,
it, man.
so tell us, what is the concept? What is the story behind Shellings?
Shellings is just me basically just taking it, how I used to feel back in the day when I get that pen and that thick pad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, like, when I just used to go in and just spray bare bars, I just kind of get that feeling. Even when every time I hear it, I just get that old school vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because this is how I used to be when I was first getting into it, like, you know what I'm saying? And having fun, enjoying it. But yeah, this time I actually wrapped up the beat. And like, it was all a fun process, man.
Fantastic,
It was all a
fantastic.
fun process.
So many people have seen the video right now to Shellings, but anyone who's paying attention with their ears would have also heard Thin Line. Tell us a bit about Thin Line. How's
Thin
that?
Line, you know. Thin Line is another track. It's close to heart, man, because it's like, it talks, like, you know what I'm saying? It's how I feel now. Shellings is more like how, you know what I'm saying? Like the old sort of me, like more of my childhood and coming up, but Thin Line is more how I feel now. Man, it's got that kind of vibe to it where it's vibesy, you don't get me wrong, in terms of the beat and stuff and the melodies and the flows, but the words and that as well is, if you listen to it, the message I'm trying to get across is that I'm walking on a thin line, as if now is a crucial time, and now is the vital time for me to fine tune my skills and take it to where it needs to be, you know what I'm saying? And it just so happens to be music. So Thin Line is basically like that in a nutshell. So a lot of people can relate to it, man, and it's not just for me, that song, like, you know what I'm saying?
What's big as well is that we've got that musical journey of KD from Shellings to Thin Line.
Yeah.
They're
All in 2
following
tracks,
you.
like, all in 2 tracks.
They're
It's like-
following
it's
you on
like
that
years.
journey. But there's much more to tell. And you know what? I've been lucky. I've been very lucky to have heard some other tracks from yourself.
Yeah.
The journey is most definitely being told. There's many stories being told in what you're delivering. But right now, these 2 tracks are out. Would you like to tell the viewers how they can hear the track, support the cause?
Yeah, of course. We're going to sort them out with some links down below.
Yeah, we've got some links
So
on
all
there.
the links are there. It's going to be on the Spotify, iTunes, all popping digital outlets everywhere online that makes sense to even go to. YouTube, it's going to be on the GYENT channel. So get tuned in, subscribe, like, comment, all of that. Show some love. We'll show it back. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's all for the fans, man. We do this for them, and we do, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'd like to put out a personal shout out on that as well. The GYENT team, follow it. There's there's music for everyone on there. It's there. And another personal shout out right now is what KD said. The music is about the artists and connecting. So do get your subscriptions in, do purchase it. It helps everyone go on. Good music has to be promoted. So KD, sir, thank you very much. Also, while I've got you here, any social networks, Facebook, Twitter, anything like that?
Instagram, KD_SL. Twitter is official KD_SL. So yeah, man, hit me up, man.
Okay, well, sir, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Definitely has,
hearing
bro.
the tracks
You too, man.
to meet the gentleman behind all of it. Thank you very much.
Nice one, bro.
So for myself, Anthony Jordan, and KDSL, signing out. See ya. Ciao.
There ain't no man that could let loose on it like me or spill juice on it like me. Bars with champions, have I been amping long time since 02, 03. Man shoot blank things, but I got bars all now. They're one thing you made us see. Now man ain't man's ready with this. When it comes round, we can make a scene. This ain't fair. Me versus that guy there, I swear I can spin them all year. Man don't care. Mention my name with the giants. I don't hear anyone near. You can talk too much, but you can't walk too much. So let's get that thing clear. Walk with the highest. Man never knew K had it, and now this is what they wanna hear. Look, everything start get lovely when I had enough of being comfy. Everything start get jumpy when I get the speakers them pumping. I hear all the drilling man talk like 24 man's got the heat of them dumping. We don't believe you, this is the preview. So let me get this jumping, giving out grub for the playlist. Rather be rich than famous. Them hitters there don't make me vids, but they got clips and the shameless. In the field daydream about house and whips and acres, coming like Django. Gotta try to break through, but they don't wanna take you serious, G, coming like Rambo. Let baggage of everything, gotta be savage of everything. I will cabbage a veteran, I'm at the point no settling. Look, I hit your fruit anywhere that your man go. They're like K, don't done, I'm off that quick. Scrap that, it's been a while now, match fit. I'm like Kane, I just want another hat trick. Through pain and the stabs and the ad-libs. Yeah, everything start get mad now when I had enough of being sat down. Woo! Everything start get jumpy when I got the speakers to the max now. I hear all these drilling mans talk like 24 man's got the heaters in the background. But we don't believe you, this just a preview. Look, let's get back to the basics. Not once ever thought if this music team don't work, then I'm back to the pavements. Got the passion in my heart and patience. I was always hands-on with the brown thing. You would wanna put your hands on or your bands on. Wonder if you put the mic on when I get hands on. Well, you better get your black suit and your sad song ready. No time to be acting heavy and that's factors if I never gave none already. Touch booth order in the pack of the cloudy environment, I'm accustomed to any. No time to be acting heavy and that's factors if I never gave none already. Touch booth, I need a pack of the loud environment, I'm accustomed to any.
Right, guys, big stuff. Love it, love it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Big shout out to KDSL. We will be featuring a lot more from him. Thin Line should be a video coming shortly to our screens, as it were. And then AJ, if the video comes out, anything from KD, you know the Lifestyle Show is going to definitely be involved. But okay, guys, talking of that, this is a perfect segue into a bit more music. Another gentleman we've had on the show, he's been with us once and he will be coming back to us very, very shortly. He's got an upcoming show sometime very soon. If the show comes before he's actually on the shores, you check our Facebook, our Twitters, we will be promoting that. But this is a young gentleman from Sierra Leone by the name of Showers Jallo, and this is his track, should I say, getting a bit ghetto there, and but here we are with his track, One Blood. Great vibe.
It doesn't matter where you're from, you are my brother. It doesn't matter where you are my friend. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you're from, you are my sister. It no matter, one blood, run the family. One blood, together. One house, we gon' live forever. With peace and love, we will build the world. We made us place
Okay, great stuff. As I said, we will be hearing from Showers very shortly. If he's not in studio, we will be promoting his stuff, and we will get him in the studio for feedback of the show if our schedules don't allow for us to meet before that. But that was One Blood, a tune that this environment needs. We are all one. Let's all come together. Great stuff, great dancing, Showers. You are the man, so keep it up. Okay, guys. For our second track and last track for the show, it's going to bring the tone down a bit, but it's something that cannot be forgotten. Just a few weeks ago, we remembered, I can't say celebrated, but we remembered and celebrated the lives of those who tragically passed away during the Grenfell fire tragedy. This time last year, we had the honour of having General Saints, who formerly lived in the Grenfell Tower, and he had such great stories to tell us of the music and the artists that actually passed through the Grenfell Towers when he actually lived there. And what he'd done is, after the tragedy came place, he brought together a whole series of artists and created this tune, which is Homeward Bound. So it's something that we'd like to play as often as possible, but we're in remembrance of the Grenfell tragedy. We had to do it. And all the proceeds, may I say, there is nothing that goes to any of the artists. All of the proceeds go to the Grenfell survivors. So this is Lifestyle's way of putting something towards it. General Saints & Co., Homeward Bound.
We will never forget what happened. We will, never ever forget this, what happened.
It's hurting like a bird that's lost its wings and cannot fly. When the night gets close and the sun is in decline, and as time grew, we can't forget you now. Move on. Every step is homeward bound. It's homeward. It's homeward bound. It's homeward. Every step is homeward bound. Every step is homeward bound. Every step, yes it is. Yes it is. Every step is homeward bound. It's over.
Like the wave that washed the ark above the ground.
If you listen closely, you can hear the sound.
And as time grew,
We can't forget you now.
as you move on, every step is homeward bound.
It's homeward. It's homeward bound. It's homeward. Every step is homeward bound.
Good praise and blessing I shower
For all of the people in a Grenfell Tower,
let down by the system and the powers at be.
know so much people in a misery.
Some lose their possessions, some lose their life.
They pain it, cause it cut like a knife.
In that situation, I just can't imagine
Why they never have some fireproof cladding.
We're regretful, cause everything we're seeing is dreadful. And the government got us feeling resentful. The situation's getting neglectful. And the powers that be, they need to know that safety is essential. Yo, that's where we're laying the blame for Grenfell. Yo, that's where we're laying the blame for Grenfell.
You know we're hurting so much.
I'm seeing 24 stories of pain. I swear to God, I hope I never see these stories again. Yo,
We only want some answer, what was.
and as time grew, we can't forget you now.
Move on. Every step is homeward bound. It's homeward. It's homeward bound. It's homeward.
Okay, guys, well, 2 hours has been an absolute click of a finger. It's gone by so fast, but I do want to say a big shout out again to everyone involved in the Homeward Bound video and the support they've put out to the Grenfell survivors. It's such a selfless move, and I'd like to thank you all for that time and effort that you put towards that and making such a great track for support. But guys, we have actually come to the end of our show. If you would like to watch it again, or anyone who may have missed it, do spread the word. It's not Monday anymore. Friday 10 till 12. If you watch it on Friday, sadly you're watching the replay. You can't watch it again on the Ben TV network. But what you can do is go over to our Facebook page, Lifestyle on Ben. Give it a like. The video will be there. We're just in communications with YouTube at the moment, sorting out a few bits, but in gradual time you will catch us on YouTube. But until then, the Facebook page is there, Lifestyle on Ben. Spread the word. Give us a like. We really do appreciate the likes from you guys there. So again, the Facebook page, Lifestyle on Ben, Lifestyle TV show on Facebook, and it will be coming back again on YouTube. We're just ironing out a few bits, but we will be there. So Monday 5 till 7 is the live show. Friday 10 till 12 is the replay. That's also available on live stream on www.bentelevision.com. We're there. We're building in the social networks, and we will be outdoors more and more, as you see. So look out. You may be on the Lifestyle show. Okay, guys, right now I want to take the time to thank our sponsors, Tamaray Event Designers, MediaNet, New Dimension. They're the camera crew who've helped me put this show together this week. And of course, to Luster Products, celebrating 50 years of the pink hair product. And also, they've got some new S-curl for the gents. And trust me, my beard is loving it. But enough of that. Enough of the endorsements. It's been a fantastic show. I thank you guys for supporting and staying with us again. Give us a like on the Facebook page. It'll really be appreciated. Give us a follow on all the other social networks. And hopefully, if we can't see you out on the roads, we'll catch you next week, Monday. Until then, I'm Anthony Jordan, and I'm signing out. Bye.